Hello everyone, welcome to part 68.3.1 of beta testing for Football Tactics and Glory World. This is a new game by developer Creoteam, which is planned for release no sooner than the second quarter of 2015. I've changed the reference number so that 68 is the number of the video in the whole campaign, 3 is the season, and 1 is a video within that season. So that's a new referencing so people can see how it all fits together for as long as this takes. So we've got a new team, Tyrese. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, Tyrese. So the first thing to do, I think, is we'll look at their history just so we can see where they are. So we've got history here. And as you can see, they actually started in the third league, the fourth tier. They got relegated. Bottom of the league in the very first season, and then they were 6th in the amateur league. So they've not done that well recently, is safe to say. But they're actually 1.5 stars if you just look at their just general star quality. And if you look at the table, the other teams are against. They're actually got better star level than most other teams in this league. So in theory, they should do quite well. Apart from, they're the same as 10 Glens, who were just relegated last season. And so in theory, they should be doing better. And then we can look at the manager, we can look at the coach, career. We can look at the coach demands. So at the very least, we've got to be not the bottom. We had no expectations in the Prestige Cup, which is good because in previous seasons I have managed to win everything. That will definitely not happen this season because I've never ever been with a club that's ever managed to win the Prestige Club. Been with an amateur league club which has managed to win the Prestige Club. And that's in all the time I've played this game, regardless of what, whether it's a basic game or any other DLC. I've never ever managed to win the Prestige Club with an amateur league team. In fact, I think I've only ever managed to win it with a second league or third tier team, which is the top tier for the Prestige Cup. So I definitely wouldn't expect to win the cup. May or may not win the league. That is a possibility. I only need to get above 6. So as long as I'm in the top 5, that is fine for the goals as far as this is concerned, and it's only for job. I think it's only for 1 season. So we'll see how that goes with this. And the good thing about the amateur league is that it means the seasons go a lot quicker, which means we get to the international matches a lot quicker too. Oh, and another thing we should look at before we start is the World Cup Championships, because we've got all the systems. So here we've got a qualifying round. So in the Galaxy Cup, which is Europe in the default game, 4 teams have to play off to get into the group stages of the qualifying groups. So these 4 teams have to play off, and then they will draw the qualifying groups later once these matches are finished. Corporations, you've got one very, very big group of 10. So that's going to be a lot of matches, actually. It's going to be 18 matches each one will have to play. So it's 9 times 2. Wow, that's a big group. And the top 3 go through. But anyway, that's quite interesting, to be fair. Universities. So they have 2 groups of 6, and the top 2 in each group go through. And then Marshall, which is one I have, which is where I am, we're Saint Tro. They have 1 group of 8. So that's going to be 14. That's going to be that's if I've calculated right, that's going to be 14 matches we have to play for that. So that's quite a lot. And the final stage hasn't been drawn yet, as you can see. So that's that. So it's quite exciting, really. So it'll be interesting to see how the European groups draw. So they're going to remove 2 teams, so that would be 18. So maybe they're going to have 3 groups of 6. I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll see how it works. It'll be interesting anyway. So let's look at the messages. They want to buy, like this club, Kiloban from Sodor wants to buy Leonida CD for 46,000. Once we get to the squad, we'll have a look, and we'll come back to that, because it may be that that's a good thing to take depending on how the squad looks. But we'll leave it for just now. Transfer window's open. Our team's playing the Prestige Cup. We have to qualify because our ranking is so low, and Jade is currently number 1. And look at all the teams. That's all the teams getting into the sector championship, the sector tournaments. And there we go. That's all that's for Central, which is my national team at the moment, and that's just telling me who we're in the same group as for that. Assistant coach. We have this guy is going to be leaving soon. His contract. We'll have to have a look at him as well. So we get 2,100 mood if we win the World Cup. So we'll see how that goes. And that's it. So that's all the messages. So let's have a quick look at the squad. Not too bad actually. We've got 3 CDs here, which is actually quite nice. Let's and we've got what are forwards like. No skills among the forwards, but just having a look. He's quite interesting because he's 34 though. So he's quite interesting. He's got a decent control, a good accuracy, but he's 34, so he's not going to be around. De Moher is not going to be around. He could be a good, interesting. They're younger players. He must be our Geraldo will be our player from the academy, and he's actually 1 star, so he's not bad. And he's got probably be a forward, possibly even a wing forward, because he's got good control and accuracy. So maybe we'll try and start training him up. But we've got a couple of other players here. They're only 20. We got this CM here who's really good, and he's worth quite a lot actually. So I might even be tempted to sell him, because if I see anybody else who's worth buying, that he might be a good buy. But this isn't actually a bad team to be fair. And I'm tempted to play a flat 5 back, and we'll see how it goes. So let's have a look at the transfers. Anybody exciting? Our scouts are too weak to scout anybody at the moment. That's fair enough. Anybody interesting here? Arcana looks like he could be interesting. The trouble is, everything's unsure, that we don't know how good this guy really is. But if out of everyone, Arcana looks most interesting. He doesn't look any good. Riga, he's actually not bad. 17,700. Have we got a goalkeeper? So we do have a goalkeeper, but he's 33. That won't affect us now. Anyway, let's do the training. So goalkeeper strong, goalkeeper's fine. Especially in the amateur league, I tend to go for the first one that comes up, especially if they're quite old, because they're not going to have time to learn these if I go further down. You know, there's a big difference between 2 years 7 months and 3 years 4. So I tend to pick the first one, unless they're very young. Reaction for a defender's good. Head play for a defender's good. So an MF, layoff pass, yeah, that's brilliant for a midfielder like that. CM, layoff pass for CM, yep, I like that. I do actually like CM's layoff pass. I know it's not other people's favourite, but I tend to use them. Universal forward, Olympic kick, he's 20. What's his? He's rating 1, so you know what? I'm going to take Olympic kick for him. I mean, I probably won't be playing this campaign long enough for it to make a difference, and this team long enough to make a difference. But he's 20. Now this is a case where we'll go for the second one. If he was like 30, if he's age 30, I would have said yeah, we'll go for the throw in because he won't have time to learn anything else. But because he's only 20, he will actually have time to learn Rainbow Feint, so we'll give him that. And Dark Queen, great name, that I love that. He's a head play is great for CF. Yeah, well, we definitely want to do that. RD head play. What's his age? 28. He's quite old, so I'll just take the first one. Head play can still be quite useful for a wing back because sometimes they have to challenge in the air for lofted passes and things like that. So that's okay. Tharhaun. Interception's good for a midfielder. I don't mind that. Or I could take layoff pass. I'll actually let's see what the other ones. What he's slide tackle. Yeah, it's looking for a midfielder like that. The Mohair cannon shot. Yeah, we'll do that for him. Tauros. Yeah, Rainbow Feint for. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Never mind. Too late. I wish I'd actually not done that, to be honest. I wish I'd taken one of the other skills, but never mind. If he's an MF, Rainbow Feint could be quite useful. Even for an AM, actually, Rainbow Feint could be quite useful. And he could actually be quite a good AM. The only problem is he's 30 years old, so we'll see. But, let's see what. Yeah, a wee bit of AM, a wee bit of CM. He's hardly played. So not obvious really for that, is it? Anyway, back to team. Elder. Training, we've still got a couple. Elder. He's 23. Rainbow Feint, that's fine. And Rift. Why not just Rainbow Feint? There we go. So we've done all. Oh, we've got one more. Where's the one I'm missing? Oh yeah, this one. I was deciding whether to go for interception or I think I'll just go for interception because he is 30, so he's not going to be around. So we've actually got goalkeeper is not terrible. He's not brilliant either. How much is he worth? 3,300. I'd be tempted to change him actually. He's got pass 17 and 19 defense and control 6. Well, this guy, it's a bit of a risk taking him, but let's buy him. See what we'll blow our money on this guy and see how good he is. And oh yeah, he's way better. Even though he's an amateur goalkeeper, he's way better than Ginette or Ginette, depending how you want to pronounce it. So I might even sell Ginette because I don't really need two goalkeepers in the amateur league. The way I'll play, I'll make sure he doesn't get sent off. So let's just sell him. Sell him to someone else. I don't think we'll just sell him to Insomnium. No, we'll sell him to Paramos Wilderness because they are giving him more money. The extra little bit of money is neither here nor there when it's that amount. So Riga's now our goalkeeper and we'll try and get him leveled up. Training. And what we're going to give him? Reaction, that's good for a goalkeeper. So yeah, we've already improved our goalkeeper, that's great. So let's think about how we want to set up here. Well, let's move over to our first game first. And then, oh, I forgot to think about the thing. Mudari, 50,000. Now, let's have a look at this guy, Mudari. I am tempted to actually accept that because he's not that great a forward. He's young, but he's not that great. So I'm going to take that because let's see what transfers we can have here. Anybody else is any good? Arcano maybe could be a good defender. Although we're not actually too bad with defenders at the moment. Let's set up and then we'll decide. So Riga's in goal, that's good, and he'll hopefully level up soon. We've got, we do have a Rainbow Feint guy there, which is wonderful. So we'll keep our CDs. Void, we're not going to put Tigre in there. It's a good place for Void actually. He's really good actually. Look at that, 27. He's amazing. Look at that. So this is actually quite a good team, to be fair. And then let's have a look at I want to put them as right back. So he's an RD. He's got RD experience. He's got LD and RD, so he could be the RD and he could be the LD. And they're not bad actually. They've got quite good stats. So the things are looking good in this team actually. So let's put. If I got that right, we've got an RD as well actually. Yeah, it's on the wrong side anyway. Who's better between him and him? He's 30. I would say Umano's better, and he's going to be an LD. And then let's go opponent, and we're going to put an RD in as well. Let's just put him in here just so we can see how it's all set. So we've got an RD here. So he's our weakest. Leonida is actually our weakest defender. So I kind of might maybe would have taken that offer if I'd had that chance again. But we'll leave it for now. Mustali could be a reserve. That's why reserve defender. I'm tempted to try and buy Arcano, 4,000. We've got enough. I think he'll try, because he's an awful defender. Look at him. Look at that. He's hardly got any stats. He's level 3 at 28. Bloody hell. And he's only £1,000 less than this guy, who looks to be better. So let's take a risk in Arcano. And you know, if he doesn't turn out to be a good defender, maybe he'll turn out to be good something else. So let's see. Another goalkeeper comes up. It's not as good as the new one we bought though. So Arcano. Here we go. Well, not as good as I was hoping actually, but still not terrible. I mean, he can be a reserve defender. He can be a reserve defender. So now we have to decide how we're going to attack these guys. Who's taking this? They're taking center. Now we don't have anything like long pass, so we're going to have to sort of grind it out really. Who's got the best? Edvar's pretty good, but Dari's the weakest. Although he's got good control, I have to say. Dark Queen's by far the best. And if I get a chance to do head play, and we do have people who can deliver head play, we've got an MF. That's great. Even though he's about to retire, that's great. But you've got him for 2 years, so yeah, that's good to have an MF for passing 24 in the amateur league. That's wonderful, because if we get crossing opportunities, he will be right in there, and Dark King will be able to try and head the ball against weak goalkeepers. But that's not really an option in this match. So we'll take Budari out, because I would rather have another midfielder in here. And we will put, who shall we put in? Let's put Tharon, because he's and Tharon. So you have to look at the specialization to see what they've done. Now Tharon would actually, he's a midfielder. He'd make amazing AM actually, because he's got good accuracy and decent passing. So maybe I should try and make him an AM. In some ways, this is quite good for me, because expectations are not particularly high, to be honest. You know, their expectations are not fantastically high. If I don't win, I don't win. And as long as I'm 5th in the league or more, then everything's fine. Then I can develop my players. And sometimes when you're playing Manager's Journey or up to Manager's Journey, when you can change team, and you've got to worry about reputation, sometimes not getting promoted is an option. And what I mean is, you should always try and do the best you can, but sometimes you can experiment with the team, knowing that it's likely to mean your team might not get the highest position in the league, and it could. But in this case, we don't have to. In this case, we succeed if we get in the top 5. And then that means that as long as we get in the top 5, that gives me this whole year to develop, and the next year as well. So sometimes you don't need to worry so much about winning every single game. And the key thing here is to develop these players so that they can actually become more effective in the following season. So yeah, so let's put him in here, because he can be a good AM. In fact, let's put him there, because his accuracy is going to be much better, a wee bit more forward, isn't it? So who are we going to have in our... Now he's actually really good. There's a lot of good players in here. He's a bit weak. He's got really good control for. Very good control. So who are we going to? Vidari, he's actually really good. Although I tend not to put them in the top team though, because he's 34 and he's not. I'm not really going to develop. The difference with him is that he's 34, but he's an MF, so he can potentially be useful. So I put him in the subs, and if I find a specific action he can do, I'll put him in. Tigra is pretty good. He's a good player. I'd probably sell him actually. I think if I found somebody who's really good. There's nobody here among the. I don't really want to go to the extended list. Can we go into? What if we go into? No, let's go into Europe, which is basically Galaxia. Let's see if we can have. So we need agents here. So this is where I need agents. So if I go into, if I want to buy people from abroad, I need agents. I don't know how practical that is in. Let's go back. Club. Oh, we want to go to upgrades. International agents. So yes, we can actually hire agents for. Yes, but I keep forgetting because I can only hire the agents in the teams that I've actually selected as. So I've only got 5,000 at the moment, so it's not worth doing just now. I think we should just play the first game. I need to sort out my subs for this first before we can do anything. We'll definitely keep Ostali in because he's definitely keep him in because he's a defender. We'll keep him in. We'll take him out. Put Tauros in, I think. I think these two are fine as our subs for this, and then he's our reserve. He's a midfielder, so Arcano can be an also reserve defender if we need it. So that's how we're going to set up for the first game. So let's get on with the first game. We're playing Insomnium. So let's see how it goes. Let's start the first match. And we've taken quite a while to get through this, so I may actually finish this video after this first match. Right, so let's just play. Good, Aldous intercepts the ball. Twins comes forward, and and Aldous is all injured right at the beginning of the first match. That's he's our best player as well. Oh dear. Okay, let's put Tyrus in. He's actually pretty good. So and Twins gets a yellow card, so that's not a great start, is it? He's got 13 control. He's got 22 defense. I suppose he's got a reasonable chance. He's got 36. He's got 47. Let's just pass to Edvar. He's got good accuracy. He's got a reasonable chance of actually doing something here. And let's just try position shot. Oh! Gets past the defender and not the goalkeeper. Beastman. Runs up the wing. Keeps running up the wing. Now the good thing is because I've got wing defenders who they can actually come forward. He fails to do anything though, unfortunately. That means that kind of leaves a bit of a. I'll move him back just in case because he's not going to be able to reach him with his passing. Yeah, he's going to just pass. And it's all CDs, so you can have straight shot and goal and they go 1-0 up. That's what happens when you play risky, so I suppose we just have to go through Edvar again. May as well just try this again. So Vishna goes to Stiglet. For some reason they decide not to take that. I don't know why that is. Alright, so we got Thara on. Let's just pass right through him if we can. Yeah, we managed to pass right through him, that's good. And he's not got bad accuracy, he's got a reasonable chance of scoring. Yes! Dark Queen gets his goal. So 1-1. 1-1 at the end of the first half. So that's not bad. We take centre now, so let's get started. Just go to Edvard again. Maybe I'll try something different. I think he'll get tackled, but it'll yes it will. But at least it moves him here. I'll leave him where he is. I'll let the goalkeeper come out and get a wee bit of SW. I might actually do positional training in the next match actually. What's he going to do? Going to try it? No, he tries to shoot. So Void will come back. He'll pass to Tauros. And Tauros, what's his control like? He's got 7 defense, he's got 4 defense. So in amateur league games like this, he's got 13 control. So the people, their defense around him is not that great, and they've got no slide tackle. So there's a good chance he'll hold onto this ball. Yep. But he's got another chance. He's going to go in. Oh, and he's going to have another chance. We could end up losing. Oh, I thought he was going to say that we could end up losing another. What's Tharon? Let's just get Tharon some experience here. We could do that, or we could do that. Who's in a better position? He's got 34. They're both going to have to shoot through him. He's got by far the highest accuracy. Let's try and get the ball through. It fails. That's a bit of a shame. He's going to move in, and he's going to try and tackle, and he does. And now he's got extended control. Oops, he gets tackled back. And he's got decent control, although he could still lose the ball. And he manages to keep it. Although what he's going to do with it is another matter. Void. So he's going to pass it to Minion. Now the reason I want to move up here, so he's got. I'm just going to get as far down the pitch as I can, so because there's no way we can really score. The best he could do is really tackle him, which he does, but there's nothing he can do from there. Moves forward, and first game is a draw. So that's fine. So Edvard got good SP there. Even Tharon actually made quite good progress on the AM side. So that's alright. Well, 1-1 draw, at least we're on the board with the points. So we're going to be kind of mid-table, more or less. Yeah, we'll be probably right in the middle of the table. Nobody in team of the round. And here we are, we're joint with Insomnian on 1 point, right in the middle of the table. That's not bad, because we're in the right point. We want to be above 6, so we're doing alright. And we'll wind on. There's nobody here that's really looking that great, so I'm not concerned about transfers. Although I'd be tempted to do foreign transfers just to see what there is, and actually just see how it works. Actually, if nothing else, let's see something else. I'm actually looking for offers. Yeah, like an offer like the DF void. And if it's one of the... Ooh. His accuracy is 24. It's not bad. It needs level 3. Wow. That's an interesting guy, actually. Defense. Let's take this. Yeah, we'll take him, because he looks quite good. And then what do we have here? Let's look at Void. Let's have a look and see if he's one of our main players. Void. I don't really want to give up Void because he's our DF, and we don't have another DF at the moment anyway. So I think in that case, that's not really an offer I'm excited about. So I'll do that. Ask for more. Let's just roll on, see if anything happens. So I have to go, and I think after this rolls on, I will finish the. There we go. Didn't take too long. The loading times have improved significantly since the earlier versions of this update to the game. So let's. So I think I'll stop there, and we'll look at the messages in the next round. So 1-all draw, not a bad start, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for listening.